The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Saturday was not a happy day in the Bronx, as the Yankees have fallen out of first place in the American League East. Playing the rivals, the Baltimore Orioles, Eddie Murray got him on the board first for the Birdies. A solo shot, his 19th of the year off of Ed Figueroa, 1-0 Baltimore. The Yankees had their chances in the first, could not score in the third. Reggie Jackson, a 2-run double. 2-1 New York. The Bronx is happy. Everybody's happy. The Yankees are happy. Bob Lemon's happy. Earl Weaver isn't. And Larry Harlow would make Earl Weaver happy. Fielder's choice in the fifth. 2-2. Baltimore ties, and Eddie Murray, enjoying a wonderful rookie year. His solo shot in the sixth, his 20th of the year, made it 3-2 Baltimore. Baltimore had their chances. In the seventh, 3 hits, no runs. Thurman Munson, double play with 2 runners on at the end of the seventh inning. It's still 3-2. In the eighth, a big insurance run. Doug Gosensei scores Eddie Murray on a single. In the ninth, the Yankees 3 hits and a walk and do not score. McGregor goes the distance. He goes to 10-9. The Orioles win 4-2, and the Orioles and the Brewers have a half-game lead over the Yankees. As Retro Sports Network presents, get the mouse working, Ronnie. Major League Baseball replay 1978. From Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, it is the New York Yankees and Baltimore Orioles. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs, and by Maldito Beer. If you don't have the time, we certainly do have your beer. Maldito Beer. Jim Palmer and Catfish Hunter. On a hot, sticky, rainy day in the Bronx. 84 degrees, light rain, the wind blowing in at 17 miles an hour. The Catfish has not had a great 78 replay. He is looking for his third win of the year. Jim Palmer, well, you've seen him several times over the course of this replay. He is pitching very well. The Orioles are 62-46. This is game 109 for them. The Yankees, this is game 110, as they are 62-47. My name is Ron Juckett. This is Retro Sports Network. Welcome to the program. Going to change the schedule going forward, because it doesn't look like there's going to be any meaningful baseball in the near future. So we're going to go to 3 to 4 days a week. We will advance 1 day at a time, so we're going to expand the length of the replay a bit. But we're only going to go Tuesday through Thursday or Tuesday through Friday at noon Eastern, depending on what the wife has planned. But you get 3 Sunday games. You get today's game between the Yankees and the Orioles, and then tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific, it's the Phillies and the Pirates, and the second of their dueling twin bills in Pittsburgh. But right now, it's Catfish Hunter and Jim Palmer. Let's get to it, shall we? All the meaningful baseballs on this channel, absolutely. So Hunter has not had a great year. This is his 10th start. He's got 10 coming up down the stretch. He is 2-4 with a save, but his ERA is 4.57. Against Baltimore, he's made 1 start, 7 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 4. His last start was against the Rangers on August 1st. So 7 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. So overall, the big fly ball pitcher, and that may or may not help him today, especially with that wind blowing in. It should help him. 67 innings, 59 hits, 11 home runs, and Baltimore can pound the ball. 35 runs, 34 earned. He's walked 12 and struck out 30. And this is a lineup that Earl Weaver will send out to face him. Larry Harlow leads off in center field. Smith will bat second. Billy Smith will bat second and play second. Eddie Murray, who had the 2 home runs Saturday, will play first and bat third. Kenny Singleton cleans up in right. Doug DeCinces at third will bat fifth. Lee May, the DH, will go sixth. Pat Kelly in left will bat seventh. Rick Dempsey behind the plate. He's got his galoshes on in case there is a rain delay. He'll catch and bat eighth. And Mark Belanger is at short. He'll bat ninth. And Jim Palmer should throw about 140 pitches. Gary Thomason is in left field for the Yankees. He's a 4. Mickey Rivers at 8 and a 5 in center. And Jay Johnstone is a 4 and a 7 in right. Craig Nettles a 10 at third. Bucky Dent a 6 at short. Brian Doyle is a 5 at second. Doyle, remember, if the Yankees do make the playoffs, is their postseason second baseman. Chris Chambliss is a 10 at first. Thurman Munson the 9 and an 8 behind the plate. And Hunter is a 7 on the mound. Boldly go where Uncle Ron has never gone before. What's that? Good morning. So remember, starting this week, it's noon times only, Tuesday through Friday, for baseball, as we got some other projects cooking, including the United States Open from Winged Foot starting Thursday night, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on Retro Sports Network. No, this is the only baseball project. I got some Patreon stuff I got to clean up. But we're going to be doing, eventually, we're going to be redoing, because there's no Olympics this summer. Larry Harlow says, would you just get on with it? Okay, 258, 8 homers, and 42 RBI. We're going to be redoing the 1964 Summer Games in Tokyo. And so watch out for on YouTube. They won't be live, but on YouTube, the Summer of Tokyo coming around August 1st. Pitch to Harlow is a ground ball to Chambliss. Flips it to Hunter and airs 1 out. So a good start for the Yankees here. Here's Billy Smith at 265, 4 homers, and 19 RBI. Hunter from the wind. Ball 4. The Japanese, and Hunter's hurt. Hunter's hurt. Bob Lemon goes out. Hunter says, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm going to work through it. You can throw up to 115 pitches. I'm sure the Yankee bullpen is a mess. It has been most of the year. So Hunter says, stick with me. And here's Eddie Murray at 298, 20 homers and 79 RBI. You know what? That might be a winter project. Big clue. Some Japanese ball. That'd be the Yomiuri Giants. Pitch to Murray. There goes Smith. Ground ball to Nettles. Hit and run was on. Throw to Chambliss, and Murray is out on the bang-banger. So 2 out. And Hunter continues to flex his pitching hand. I'm not sure what it is, how he got hurt. Kenny Singleton at 285, 19 homers, and 44 RBI. Pitch from Hunter is a base hit, right center field. Smith will score. Singleton's in with a double, and the Orioles go up 1-0. How you doing, Kurt Berglund? Catfish entered himself, straining to read his own press. Now. He was probably one of the least big egos on the Yankees. Because trust me, there was some big egos on the Yankees. Doug DeCinces at 247. 19 homers and 59 RBI. Orioles go up 1-0 early. And there's a line shot left center field. Singleton will score. DeCinces into second, and it's 2-0 Baltimore. And so this crowd kind of getting drenched in the light rain and not off to a happy start. We'll bring up Lee May at 247, 19 homers and 67 RBI. And you're going to, Tribe fan, how are you? And you're going to stalk Jim Palmer to a 2-run lead at least. Got away from Munson. But the sensei doesn't go anywhere, so it's not a pass ball. And the count to May goes to 3 balls and a strike. Pitch from Hunter. Struck him out. So May caught on and missed on the changeup at 74, but the Orioles get 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. Steak is the right word, I just couldn't think of it. You're absolutely right. Give yourself a cookie. Half an inning in the books, 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles. Yankees coming up, they trail 2-0. Slaving over a hot keyboard, supposed to be 87 here tomorrow. Jim Palmer making start number 26, looking for his 13th win of the year. 12-7 with a 2.51 ERA. He has faced the Yankees twice, gone the distance twice, 18 innings, only 7 hits. 1 run, and it wasn't even earned. So it'd be safe to say that Mr. Palmer's had some mastery over the Bombers this year. 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. And obviously 2-0. His last time out was against Milwaukee in a win, 9 innings. We had this game, as a matter of fact. 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 3. So over 190 in the 3rd innings. He's allowed 151 hits, 12 homers, 59 runs, 53 earned. He's walked 49 and struck out 90. And that fastball is at 86. For the Yankees, Mickey Rivers, a lot of lefties. My goodness, there are 7 lefties in the lineup for New York. Mickey Rivers is in center field. He'll lead it off. Jay Johnstone will bat second because Bob Lemon, I don't know why. Anyway, he's in right. Thurman Munson will catch and bat third. Chris Chambliss cleans up at first. Craig Nettles at third will bat fifth. Reggie Jackson, the DH, will go sixth. Gary Thomason is in left field. He'll bat seventh. Brian Doria will bat eighth rather, and play second. And Bucky Dent will bat ninth and play short. Hunter threw 21 pitches in his half of the first. Defensively for Baltimore, Pat Kelly is a 5-3 in left. Larry Harlow is 6-5 in center. Kenny Singleton is a 6-7 in right. Doug Nacince is 7 at third. Mark Belanger is a 10 at short. Billy Smith is 6 at second. Eddie Murray is 6 at first. Dempsey a 5-7 behind the plate. Rivers at 307, 5 homers and 31 RBI, infield not playing for the bunt. Palmer's day starts with a ground ball right back to Jim. Throws it over to Murray for the out. 1 away. Jay Johnstone, and again, if you can remember Jay Johnstone's week with the Yankees, good for you. He's hitting 200 with 3 RBI. 8 for 40. Palmer delivers right back to Jim. Second verse, same as the first. And there's 2 out. So the rare back-to-back APA 29s, if you're rolling at home. And that brings up Munson at 259. 2 homers and 51 RBI. Palmer kicks and deals, and there's a fly ball shallow center. Will drop in front of Harlow. The Yankees have a 2-out hit, and that'll bring up Chris Chambliss. Of course, one of the 2 righties in the lineup, Munson and Dent. Munson has the first hit. Chambliss at 271, 8 homers and 61 RBI. Ground ball to third. Nacince goes to second for the force, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and no errors. After 1, it's the Orioles 2, the Yankees nothing. I purchased it. I haven't downloaded it yet. Did I ever? I bought it. I haven't downloaded it. Remember, it's a whole bunch of seasons. Or yes, all the players are free agents. They're not assigned to any team. You get to draft. It's all on you. It's up to you. It's strictly up to you. They put a couple more guides and a couple more things in the computer draft module, though, so you can draft teams by decades and draft teams by players and such. I haven't played with the new one. Pat Kelly is at 340. 6 homers and 23 RBI. Pitched from Hunter, hits Kelly. So Kelly flips the bat, got him in the ribs. He'll go to first. Nobody out for Rick Dempsey. At 226, 5 homers and 32 RBI. The thing with that, the Strat Career Historical Disc, the Football Encyclopedia that Action PC puts out, it really is a giant erector set. You can build whatever you want. Pitch to Dempsey is a ground ball to Doyle. Flips it to Dent for 1, over to Chambliss, and that should be, it's 2. So 2 out for Belanger at 221. No homers and 22 RBI. So doubleheader tomorrow. And we'll play the rest of the day tomorrow. So the only thing you can get today is the Orioles and the Yankees. And then we'll have games for you Thursday and Friday, because the wifey doesn't need to have another COVID test. And then we'll play next week by ear. So what we're going to do is we're only going to move one day at a time, so you're not going to lose the everyday aspect of this the last 50, 60 games of the year. But we're going to go from 6 games a week to 4. So, because other people want to see other things. Belanger at 2, I gave you that already. Pitch to Mark is a ground ball to Doyle behind the bag, over to Chambliss. And that's the out. So the Orioles get a hit. They don't leave anybody on the double play. No runs, no hits, and no errors. They don't get a hit. It was a walk, or hit by pitch. After 1.5, Baltimore 2, New York nothing. It's called keeping me sane, Big Clue. So it'll be Nettles, Jackson, and Thomason here in the second. Nettles at 331, 19 homers, and 68 RBI. Here's the pitch. Line drive right to Palmer. You would think that the pitcher is not a busy fielding position, but that's his third chance in 4 outs. And now we'll bring up Reggie. Jackson at 293, 17 homers and 61 RBI. Pitch to Reggie is a fly ball to right. Singleton will watch it go foul down the corner. And somebody from Salt Lake City, Utah, home to visit, makes that catch. So the count is full to Reggie. No, we're not doing Fortnite, nor are we doing Eve. Pitch to Reggie, ball 4. So Reggie draws, not doing Eve on stream. Brings up Thomason at 239, 3 homers and 11 RBI. By the way, not tell you about my new lawyer? She's a cutie. Traveled all the way from Fresno over to Vermont, get her license over here. She's young, she's fresh out of Cal. Susan DePantsoff. Pitch to Thomason is a pop-up behind the bag at second. That's a rainmaker. Belanger's there, 2 away. Is that how my wife would describe her? Yes. That was funny. That letter was hilarious. Brian Doyle is not hilarious. He's at 156, 5 for 32 with an RBI. That letter was absolutely hilarious. Trying to get me to dictate how I do Dodger stuff. Yeah. By the way, any future Dodger broadcast on Retro Sports Network will be brought to you by Fenway Franks. Heed the warning. That reminds me of the old Domino's mascot. You remember him, the Noid? Avoid the Noid? Yeah. Pitch to Doyle. Jackson goes back to first. Doyle can actually hit and run. Won't do it now. Pitch is a ground ball to Smith. Flips it to Belanger for the easy out, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. After 2, Baltimore 2, the Yankees nothing. Yes, I remember when Cardboard Box tasted better than their pizza. And some other pizza chain that kind of goes with a Hut. Yeah, Domino's is better. Papa John's and the Hut one are just, no. So Larry Harlow will start the third. He's 0 for 1. Hunter threw 9 batters, 29 pitches. 2 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. That's it, the garlic butter? Oh, yeah. Absolutely, that's the best thing about it. We had one down the street from us and it closed. It's not going to be a tea shop. Anyway, here's the standings in the American League East. Milwaukee and Baltimore. Milwaukee's up by 1 percentage point. The Yankees are a half game back. We won't talk about anything else. But Detroit has fought the 13 games behind there. So Milwaukee continues to play well. They just got to play better on the road. The Yankees are only 27-27 at the stadium. That might be the biggest shock of them all. In the West, Kansas City has flip-flopped a half-game lead over Texas. California 3 back. National League, the Dodgers have won 2 straight over San Francisco. They now lead Cincinnati by 3.5, a little more breathing room there. San Diego has overtaken Houston for third. The Astros are 7.5 back. In the East, Phillies and Pirates is why we're showing that doubleheader in its entirety tomorrow. They split on Friday. I think it was, last Thursday? And so they'll go at it again, and as long as Philadelphia keeps winning, they'll keep knocking down that magic number. And yep, the Yankees are 35-20 away from the stadium and 27-27 at home. So you won't miss any of the races. We're just not going to do as many games per week. You get 4. You get 3 to 4 games per week. But you won't miss any days. We will not go, as we plan to, 3 games in a week and do 7 days. So you get a game every day of the season. You'll just get less of them now. People want to watch football. Imagine that. Harlow is at 0 for 1. And there's strike 3. So Harlow swings and misses, 1 out. And that'll bring up Smith, who walked and scored. Actually, I think you'll like the Olympic stuff that we're going to do. It's amazing. You can actually do gymnastics and cards and dice. Pitch, ball 4. So Smith draws a walk. And now bring up Murray, who's sitting on a 6-game hitting streak. Hunter says he's okay. That's true, and I certainly wouldn't, persecute the 64 Dodgers. They weren't Gene Mock's team. Don Drysdale was just a... He was a... Was it football or basketball he was really good at? Pitch to Murray is strike 3. So a full count. Hunter got him looking. That's 3 for Catfish. I laugh at that, Tribe fan, because in the auto racing game from Roberto Schiaffini, death is a possibility. But kind of like a soap opera, you can revive them the next week. No, I don't think broken bones or paralysis is not. Hopefully not. Kenny Singleton doubled home a run in the first. Well, yeah, Annie Myers, certainly one of the best women's basketball players of all time. Basketball Hall of Famer, I believe. She was in the 76 Olympic team in Montreal. Pitch to Singleton. Struck him out, so Hunter got him on a 1-2 fastball. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Orioles leave a runner on. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Baltimore 2, the Yankees nothing. And so Palmer will face Dent, Rivers, and Johnstone in the bottom of the third. 2-0 birdies. Dent at 236, 3 homers, and 19 RBI. Yeah, Homo le Expo Stade Olympique. Pitch to Bucky, strike 3. 1-2 swung on and missed. Palmer took something off that. And there's 1 out. So as Rivers steps to the plate, Palmer, 38 pitches through 9 batters and 2 in the third innings. He's allowed the 1 hit. That was to Munson. A walk and a strikeout. Murray and DeCinces play for the bunt. Rivers will not comply. And there's a ground ball to Smith, over to Murray for the out, 2 away. So, newest follower here on Twitch is Stardog765. You are number 117 on the channel. Joining in the last 2 weeks, Disco Inferno, Burn Baby Burn, Pilgrim Way, and Justin Trudeau, or Huge Liberal. It works both ways. Here's Johnstone. Jay is 0 for 1. Wind blowing right in at center at 14 as it continues to rain here in the Bronx. What? No, it's on my list. It's called Huge Liberal. And so the Liberal Party being a real thing in Canada. And since we try not to get political on the streams, why not it be Justin Trudeau? Maybe he can push to get the Expos in Montreal. Pitch to Johnstone. Hit him! Palmer, hit him! So Johnstone kind of grimaces as he gets plunked in the ribs. And so both teams have hit 1 batter. Earl is kind of standing on the top of the dugout as he's being spoken to by home plate umpire suing the pants off you. That's what she's doing today. That brings up Munson, who singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Munson strikes out. He got him to chase on a 1-2 outside the zone, and Palmer sitting pretty. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, it's the Orioles 2, the Yankees nothing. I liked it. If I use it over and over again, buddy boy, I like it. Doug DeCinces is 1 for 1. He doubled and drove home Singleton in the first as we start the 4th. Kind of like the rain. It just never lets up. And there's a fly ball deep to left. Thomason makes the catch in the corner. While you enjoy this game, reach for a Fenway Frank. Lee May is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. You know, if Vin Scully had Twitter back in the late 50s, he would have become a choir singer. Or Fenway Frank sold at Yankee Stadium. No, I'm trying to think. Mike, what was the hot dog they sold at Yankee Stadium? Oh, Nathan's, I'm sure. Nathan's or yeah, I would imagine it'd be Nathan's. Really garlicky, too. Pitch to May is a line drive to left. Thomason again, second very same as the first. Yes, they are from Coney Island. And, of course, sponsors of the hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July. How in the world, as Pat Kelly, who was hit by a pitch, steps to the plate, can you possibly eat 76 hot dogs with buns? Pitch to Kelly is a line drive to Chambliss, and that will retire the side 1 at a time. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Orioles 2, the Yankees nothing. So Palmer to face Chambliss, Nettles, and Jackson here. Chris is 0 for 1. Palmer, still a light rain, trying to get his footing. Ballpark playing big unless you're a lefty trying to pop one down that line and right. Batting average -3. The righties, it's -8. For the lefties, home runs at +32. But Death Valley, especially with the wind blowing in, is at a -10. That is his pitch count. And when he gets fatigued or exceeds his expected pitch count, that will turn red. Pitch to Chambliss is a line drive left center field. Harlow goes to get it. Chris is digging for 2, and he's there. You'd have to do it 2 or 3 at a time. I don't think I've ever had more than 2 hot dogs at once in one sitting. I came close once, Big Clue, at like 12 of eating a whole pizza. It was good, too. Nettles is 0 for 1. Chambliss is on second. Pitch to Nettles, ball 4. So Palmer has worked himself into a bit of trouble here in the bottom of the 4th. Brings up Jackson, who walked his first time out. Never tried a hot dog eating contest, Big Clue says, but I once drank a whole gallon of milk in less than an hour without revisiting the experience. $100. And he revisited the experience at an hour 1. Ah, that is funny. So who did you bet for that? Here's the pitch to Jackson, ball 4, and they're loaded. So Chambliss on third, Nettles on second, Jackson on first for Thomason. Gary's 0 for 1. Palmer and Dempsey try to get on the same page. They change some signs around. Pitch is popped up. Dempsey takes off the mask. There's a ton of room here, and he makes the catch for the first out. All right, so Big Clue's best friend at the time said that he read it on the internet. So of course it's true. That's what Abraham Lincoln says. That it couldn't be done. That it would kill you. Several friends chipped in to see if I'd take the bait. You know, Big Clue, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Pitch to Brian Doyle is a shallow fly ball to right. Singleton will make the catch. Chambliss will tag. He's going to try and score. Singleton has a good arm, but the throw goes into the infield, and it's 2-1 Baltimore. So sac fly, and Chambliss gets the Yankees on the board. The best part of that is another friend decided he wanted to try it also, but no one was willing to put $200 in the pot. Into this. No, I'm not reading that one out loud. One of the local dairies up here for years. Seriously? They must have hated him. Dent 0 for 1, he struck out. Nettles on second, Jackson on first. Pitch to Dent, struck him out. So Palmer got him on an 0-2 fastball, but the Yankees get on the board on the sac fly. After 4, it's the Orioles 2, the Yankees 1. So I guess I can read this out loud. That and the other friend wanted to do that bet, and so instead of playing honest, they put X-Lax in his gallon. And needless to say, he didn't finish that. And Lorenzo has it dead to rights. That is hitting way below the belt. Wow. Was it chocolate milk? He kept trying. Took the gallon into the bathroom with him. Oh my gosh. And now that friend is the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. And does not ever want to know that his nickname was Bubba. Or whatever you called him. Dempsey grounded into a double play his first time up. Mine was the whole. It was this. Oh yeah, skimmed to hide the X-lactase. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever come clean with that, just because you don't know what the guy did. Guy's in any sort of position of power. You know, you're the one driving the Ford Pinto with the faulty gas tank. Pitch to Dempsey is strike three. Hunter got him. 1-2 breaking ball right over the plate, swung on and missed. I believe, Lorenzo, that's what he did. Oh my goodness. No! Someone blurted that out during his wedding reception. Can't wait to the YouTube reaction to that story. My aunt drove, yeah, with friends like you. My aunt drove a Ford Pinto back in the mid-70s. Belanger, by the way, 0 for 1. Pitch from Hunter. A little ground ball to Dent. By the bag at second. Over to first for the out. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how did you enjoy the play? And so, yeah, we had the fold-down back seat, and my cousin and I laid right over that gas tank. I would imagine so. $100 richer. That's never poor money. With the world's biggest tummy ache until the next morning. Oh, X-Lax and milk. And skim. Whole milk. No, I'm not even going there. Here's Harlow. Larry is 0 for 2 with the strikeouts. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Hunter threw 18 batters, 66 pitches, 4 2/3 innings, 2 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 5, and I suppose I should put up the disclaimer, don't do that at home, kids. 2 out. Pitch to Harlow, nobody on, and that's a home run. That's a home run. That was a shot down the line and left, and the Orioles go up 3-1. That was a slice and dicer, and Thomason just ran out of room, and that's only the 3rd hit that Hunter's given up. You might hear that on a Fortnite stream. Anyway, so Harlow, that's his 9th of the year, and it's 3-1 Baltimore. Brings up Billy Smith at 265, 4 homers and 19 RBI. If the kids do want to take a lesson away from this broadcast, it's that you can never score enough runs against the Yankees. That's true. One of those ads, maybe now where you see the replay board, or maybe the old Hess ad that's been blurred out, speaking of hot dogs and tummy aches, was an ad for French's Mustard that went up once the stadium was redone in '76. Pitch to Smith. Liner in the right field. Johnson will pick it up. Smith isn't going to stop at first. He's on with a 2-out double. So the 4th hit for the Orioles, and that'll bring up Eddie Murray, who's 0 for 2 with the strikeout. You know, I never know what rabbit hole I'm going to go down with you guys. That was funny. That was funny. At his wedding. You remember the time that we put X-Lax in your milk? Pitch to Murray is 0 for 2 in the left center field. Rivers will make the catch. You're going to get the commercial as we're halfway home. The solo shot by Harlow. Halfway home, it's the Orioles 3, the Yankees 1. Star Trek on demand. Do you think Kirk ever drank a gallon of milk at one sitting? Kenny Singleton doubled home Billy Smith to make it 1-0 in the first. And Sensei brought him home 2-0 before Hunter got warmed up. The Yankees made it 2-1 in the 4th on a sac fly by Brian Doyle. And Larry Harlow with a solo shot in the 5th made it 3-1 Baltimore. You've probably paid enough money that you don't have to, Lorenzo. Jim Palmer, 2 hits through 4 in the run. Jim Catfish Hunter, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. All earned. I would check the champagne. Then the wife would drink it. Oh yeah, I'm with you, Big Clue. Shatner as an old man is just hilarious. He just, he embraced the big ego. Here's Mickey Rivers. He's 0 for 2. So Palmer, 84 pitches through 18 batters. That's a lot. Heather Locklear is the one I liked in T.J. Hooker. And does anyone actually remember Adrian Zemed? 4 innings for Palmer, 2 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 3. It's a lot of pitches, but he's in good shape. Mickey Rivers will lay down a bunt here, and Dempsey will pick it up, and no one's going to get him. So Dempsey got a late jump, and Rivers is on with a bunt single. 3rd hit for the Yankees. Yeah, that was Hooker's partner. You're right. The kid from Grease, too. Oh, my goodness. Yep. John Travolta, he is not. Michelle Pfeiffer played Olivia Newton-John's role. And I'm still a beauty school dropout. Jay Johnstone is 0 for 1. He got hit by a pitch. 3-1 Baltimore, bottom of the 5th. Little ground ball to Belanger. His only play is to first, and that might not be enough. No, Johnstone beat it out. So the Yankees are huffing and puffing again. It was just the time, okay? Just the time. So Rivers on second. I like the Greatest American Hero just because his hair was curly. Rivers on second, Johnstone on first, and Munson at the plate. He's 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. MacGyver. Now remember, Robert Culp, who was the boss in Greatest American Hero, really did eat dog biscuits. Yeah, I Spy with Bill Cosby. Pitch to Munson. Here's a ground ball, base hit left side. Rivers will hold at third. And so what was that about? You can never get too many runs on the Yankees. Chris Chambliss is 1 for 2. He's got himself a double and a run scored. All the manly men were from the older generation. Really? Mr. T? Mr. T wasn't a manly man to you? So Rivers on third, Johnstone on second, Munson on first for Chambliss. Nobody out, bottom of the 5th. Palmer deals. Popped up. Left center field, Harlow's there. Rivers will score without a throw, and it's 3-2. So Nettles is 0 for 1 with a walk. Have I told you my Mr. T story? I got flagged for being hostile, which it really wasn't. So pitch to Nettles. There's a ground ball, base hit left side, all the way to the wall. Johnstone scores. Munson holds at third. Nettles is into second. We're tied at 3. Yeah, Papard was Mr. T's B. And no, you're right. This isn't a Dodger game. Brought to you by Fenway Franks, a product of Colonial Meatpacking. Here's Reggie Jackson. He's walked twice. And now you got to wonder if Palmer will walk Jackson. 3-3 the score. The Yankees have 2 in here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch to Reggie, ball 4. And now the chat has gone into fortnightness over here. Gary Thomason is 0 for 2. So Munson on third. Nettles on second, Jackson on first, And yeah, they could use somebody on their roster. Palmer, 4 1/3 innings, and he's over 105 pitches. I didn't say it was hostile. I'm just saying the computer did. Pitch to Thomason is a liner to center. Harlow can't get it. Munson scores. Nettles will hold it third, and the Yankees move up 4-3. So the Yankees have taken Palmer to task. Remember, going into this game, he'd only given up 7 hits in 18 innings against the Yankees. He's given up 7 today in 4 1/3. Here's Brian Doyle. He's 0 for 1 with a sac fly. Manly men would be men in tights, right? Pitch to Doyle. Here's a ground ball to Belanger. Makes a diving stop. Over to Smith for 1, and that's all they need. Nope, no throw to first, and another run scores. And so it's 5-3. Belanger had to dive. He saved a hit. Flipped it to Smith, and there was no throw to first. Pierce Bronson from Remington Steel. Boy, did he ever put Doris Roberts in her place. So here's Bucky Dent. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So Jackson on third, Doyle on first, 5-3 Yankees. Pitch to Dent. Struck him out. So Palmer gets the side. Dent takes the collar. But a big, big inning for the Yankees. 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. After 5, New York 5, the Orioles 3. So Hunter now has been staked to a 2-run lead himself. Singleton to Sensei and May. Kenny, 1 for 2. He's doubled the score. Drove in a run. Now, I find it ironic that Ian Fleming's first choice for a Bond was Roger Moore because Sean Connery played it so well. I did not know that. That's something you definitely won't hear in a Fortnite stream. I liked Roger Moore as Bond. I think some of the stories got kind of campy. And Moore was indeed doing The Saints, Simon Templar. Great show. Absolutely fantastic show. Pitch to Singleton is a fly ball to right. Johnstone going back. Makes the catch, 1 out. Hunter, I don't know if he'll go the complete game, but he's certainly going to pitch well into the 7th. Moore was more like a buffed Butler. Yeah, but yes, better as a Saint. What do you think of Daniel Craig? He does not strike me as a Bond character. But yet, yeah, but I hear nothing but good things about him. The Sensei is 1 for 2. Doubled and drove home his 60th of the year. Pitch. Struck him out. Hunter got him on a 1-2. Looking. And so that's 6 for Catfish. And that brings up Lee May, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. I love the skit that he did with the Queen for the opening ceremonies for the London Olympics. Yes, Craig is the most physical of the Bonds for sure. And I love Dame Judi Dench. Pitch to May is a fly ball left field. Back goes Thomason in the corner. He'll make the catch for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees 5, the Orioles 3. Connery was a bodybuilder. Just tells you what a body looked like in the 60s. And Connery, I didn't say I wanted to have a nap with her. I just said I liked her. And of course, Connery, if you didn't know, wore a rug for all those movies. Mickey Rivers will lead off the 6th. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. He bunted on, and the Orioles are playing for it. Palmer had a rough 5th. Now through 27 batters, 117 pitches. 5 innings, 7 hits. All 5 runs are earned. He has walked 4 and struck out 4. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. That was the extent of Connery's movie career before Dr. No. Dr. No was also the name of my high school romance. Pitch to Rivers. Here's a ground ball, base hit left side. Mickey is on first, and that's the 8th Yankee hit. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Orioles. They've left 3 on so far. The Yankees, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and they've left 7 on so far. Jay Johnstone singled 1 for 2 and scored a run. Throw to first, Rivers back. Yes, exactly. Never gonna get it. Tell him no, 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 no. Pitch to Johnstone. Struck him out. Palmer got him on an 0-2 change. Swung on and missed. So 1 out for Munson, who's 2 for 3. Yep, now we lost the viewers. Thurman has singled twice, struck out, and scored. Is that the theme to your high school romance, Lorenzo, or did you actually have a good time in school? Little Anthony and the Imperials. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball base hit past a diving Smith. Rivers will hold at second. And so Belanger made a rare poor play. And so the Yankees now have 9 hits on for Palmer. And it with 1 out here in the 6th. I bet you did, Lorenzo. Yeah, mine too. That was the secondary on the soundtrack, The King of Wishful Thinking. Yep. So Chambliss 1 for 2. As an RBI, a run scored, and that hit was a double. Pitch to Chambliss is a ground ball up the middle. Belanger's only play is to first. And so Munson's on. A miscue by Belanger not to go for the bag at second. So 2 out. Rivers on third. Munson on second. And Nettles at the plate. 1 for 2. He doubled, drove home a run, scored, and walked. Pitch to Nettles. Ball 4. So Palmer kicks the mound, and that's it. He's done. Joe Kerrigan coming in. We got a pitching change. This game coming to you from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. So Kerrigan making his 24th appearance. That wasn't me. I'm managing the Yankees. He is 3-2 with an ERA of 5.13. That's an area code somewhere. He's not pitched against the Yankees. How about that? Against the Rangers on July 25th, 5 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 3. And so overall, 54 1/3 innings as Palmer sulks on his way back to the dugout. 57 hits, 7 home runs allowed, 32 runs in total, 31 earned. He's walked 23 and struck out 31. Fastball pitcher at 92. Remember, Lorenzo played basketball when the set shot was the thing. And he'll face Reggie Jackson. These teams have, we don't talk about that, but yes, he did. The Red Sox. This is the 8th or 9th meeting between the Orioles and the Yankees. They will meet 6 more times after this, and they're even up. The Orioles 4, the Yankees 4. The Yankees have not won at the stadium, but they've taken 4 of 6 in Baltimore. You are a Renaissance man. These two teams have split. The last 2 in New York. Guidry won Friday night, McGregor last night. I don't have any minions. You're my minion. Ah. Oh, that's too bad. Was in love with a girl who wasn't allowed to date. I'm sorry. Rivers on third, Munson on second, Nettles on first. Go ahead and look at a serious thing about the set shot. You can't find one on YouTube. The only one I've ever seen on YouTube. Jackson, by the way, has walked all 3 times. 5-3 New York, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded. Struck him out. Kerrigan got him to chase on a 1-2 fastball, and the Yankees leave him loaded. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. After 6, it's the Yankees 5, the Orioles 3. Kelly, Dempsey, and Belanger to face Hunter here in the 7th. Kelly is 0 for 1. He was also hit by a pitch. Hunter starts the 7th, strike 3. Full count, swing and a miss. And that's 7 for Hunter. You can imagine me rolling into a coffee shop with my weapon, a freeze ray. Cuts to the front of the line. Oh, I gotta make sure I get the last of the bagels, right? Yeah. We pay for them. Here's Dempsey. He's 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Pitch to Rick. Struck him out. That's 8 for Hunter. On a 2-2 off speed at 77. 2 out for Belanger. So now the big crowd in the Bronx is starting to get excited. Got a good morning and a good afternoon. Can Hunter get you the good night? Belanger's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Popped up right side. Doyle. And Atwell retired to side. Stretch time in the Bronx. It is 5-3 New York. DC loves when you talk about the Oaks, by the way. Gary Thomason is 1 for 3. Single and RBI. Kerrigan can go 65 pitches. He might be able to go the rest of the way, especially if the Orioles can't get back into it. Pitch to Gary is a ground ball to Belanger over the first, 1 out. So Mr. T, I was going to tell you that. Brian Doyle, by the way, is 0 for 2, but he's hit 2 sac flies. So he has 2 RBI. He didn't have any RBI in the real season and now has 3 on the replay. There was a writer's strike. Yep, Lawrence Tiro, as a matter of fact. There was a writer's strike in 1980. It's one of the reasons why Who Shot JR from Dallas was delayed until November. They couldn't shoot anything. Pitch to Doyle. And there's a ground ball. Kerrigan misplays it. Picks it up, but the damage is done. Doyle's on first with the error. Brings up Bucky Dent, who struck out all 3 times. This may be my favorite Bucky Dent game of all time. And so NBC had a show called Games People Play. Yeah, I bet Catfish can. He's got 16 more pitches, but he needs 6 outs. And the 2-run lead, you got Gossage, too. So, pitch to Dent, runner on first. A slow roller to Murray. And he'll underhand it to Kerrigan. Dent is retired. Doyle moves to second. Yeah, it's, you know what they say. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Lorenzo tells the story before I can, but he won a bouncer competition in Chicago. Broke through a door, jumped a fence, carried a 200-pound bag over an obstacle, and threw a dwarf. He was a dwarf thrower. And he had the personality right down. He had the chains, he had the mohawk. And somebody looking to cast New shows such as the Eight. Yeah, that's exactly what he was. He threw dwarfs. As a bouncer, you throw people out. That's what a bouncer does. And so somebody in Hollywood was watching that train wreck. I would hope it's not legal anymore. I guess midgets is the proper term now, right? Mickey Rivers is 2 for 4. He singled twice and a run scored. Little people, don't send me notes on YouTube. That's what they were called. He won a dwarf throwing contest. How you doing, Amish Elvis? Okay, I'll take your word for it. Big clue: the 8th grade homeroom teacher was a security guard at the Murph in the 70s. I bet he did. I take you down into, you're the ones driving the Maxwell. But go ahead. I don't know, is it funnier than putting X-Lax in somebody's milk? Pitch to Rivers is a ground ball to Belanger over to first for the out. We've well run over an hour now. Doyle will be done. He's retired. He'll stand on the bag after 7, 5-3 Yankees. When Clue was 19, and so this was a few years ago, he worked for an insurance company, and a coworker mentioned he was going down to see a midget race. Oh, I bet I know where this is going. I was flabbergasted. I literally had pictures of people running around the track. I said, isn't it illegal? Catfish gives me the fatigue warning. Harlow 1 for 3. Solo shot in the 5th made it 3-1 at the time, Baltimore, but the Yankees stormed back for 4. So Hunter, 27 batters, 99 pitches, 7 innings, 4 hits, a homer. He walked 2 and struck out 8. Of course, we're talking about midget cars. Pitch to Harlow, and there's a line drive to Doyle, 1 out. Billy Smith, 1 for 1. I believe they also had Mr. T on Real People as well. Same network, same summer. Smith doubled and has walked twice. He scored a run. The old publicity director of the Padres, by the way, is on one of the baseball groups I follow on Facebook, and he just has some great stories. Update from Denver. Denver 122, the Oaks 97. Were they the Nuggets that first year, Lorenzo? Pitch to Smith. Ball 4. So 1 out for Murray, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Hunter and Munson trying to get on the same page. Catfish delivers, and there's a line drive left field. Thomason misplayed it, and Smith will score. Murray's digging for third, and he's in there with a triple. Oh, they were the Rockets. Big Clue was right. They were the Denver Rockets and then moved to Houston. So that'll do it for Hunter. The tying run is on third and 1 out. And here comes the Goose, making his 40th appearance of the year. He's 5-5 with 23 saves. This is obviously a save situation. 5.48. An ERA at 2.23. He's faced Baltimore now 4 times. An inning and 2/3, a strikeout, and 2 saves. He throws it hard. 95, a fastball, and a fly ball plus pitcher. He last pitched a week ago. 4 innings against the Rangers. 3 hits, 2 runs, both there, and he walked 2 and struck out 5. Yes, Gossage was badly misused by Lemon in the 81 series. Not that we minded that a bit. He loved George Frazier for some whatever reason. 76 2/3 innings for Gossage, 49 hits, 6 homers. 20 runs, 19 earned. He's walked 26 and struck out 69. So Murray on third for Singleton. And the Yankees will play for the run. That's true. That might have been the Buck Showalter's epitaph, not using Zach Britton in a wild card game. Gossage deals. Ground ball, base hit. Game is tied. So Kiko Garcia will pinch run at first. And the Orioles have put 2 on the board here in the 8th. We're tied at 5. Brings up DeCinces, who's 1 for 3. So a blown save for Gossage and a no decision for Catfish Hunter. Pitch to DeCinces. In the left, Thomason is there in the raindrops for the out. Brings up Lee May, who's 0 for 3. Johnstone, Munson, and Chambliss for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch to May, who's 0 for 3. In the left, Thomason's there, and that will retire the side. The Orioles have tied this on 2 runs and 2 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Orioles 5, the Yankees 5. Yep, George Frazier lost 3 games in that World Series and became a personal hero of mine. So Johnstone 1 for 3. Munson, Chambliss, and Nettles to follow. And Thurman is 3 for 4. Pitch to Johnstone. Into right. Carlos Lopez is now in right. He's a 6 and an 8 for Singleton. So here's Thurman. He singled 3 times today. Kerrigan deals. In the left, Kelly, foul. Somebody from Poughkeepsie made that catch. And the count is full at 3-2. Pitch to Munson. Ball 4. The go-ahead run is on. For Chambliss, Murray and DeCinces guard the lines. Chambliss 1 for 3 with a double, a run scored, and an RBI. In the left, Kelly coming in, and that will be an out. And there's 2 out. For the Orioles, Pat Kelly, Rick Dempsey, and Mark Belanger. Nettles is 1 for 2. He's got himself a double, an RBI, a run scored, and he's walked 2. Kerrigan delivers into right field. Lopez going back, gone. Nettles pumps his fist as he rounds the bag at first, and the Yankees are ahead 7-5. His 20th of the year. I would think so with Gossage on the mound. It's over. That's a big one. Nettles just pumped his fist, high-fived the third base coach, and with 2 out, the Orioles bullpen coughed up a hairball. Brings up Reggie, who's walked 3 times and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Ball 4. That baby just got out of here in a hurry. And that one was hit into that 14-mile-an-hour wind from right center. Here's Thomas, and he's 1 for 4 with an RBI. That one hit was a single. Line drive base hit right field. Jackson goes to third. And now you know why Palmer threw so many innings. Oriole bullpen is about as fresh as a glass of ginger ale left overnight on a counter. Brian Doyle is 0 for 3 with 2 RBI. Kerrigan's pitch. In the left field, Kelly is there. And that will, thanks a bunch. That will retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the 9th. It's the Yankees 7, the Orioles 5. And so Gossage is 3 outs away from his 6th win. Remember, no other scores after this one, because tomorrow is that Sunday doubleheader between the Pirates and the Phillies. So Kelly is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Gossage, strike 3. 2-2, changeup at 85. Kelly was looking fastball and he swung at it early. So Greg Nettles is going to be, unless the tides change here, our player of the game. 2-run homer in the 8th. August 6th. Sunday, August 6th. Dempsey's 0 for 3. He has not had a good ball game. He's grounded into a double play and struck out twice. Got him. 2-2. Again, he got him looking. And that'll bring up Belanger, maybe. Computer should pinch hit here. So 2 out and nobody on. The Yankees are about to go back into first place. Tied with Milwaukee at the moment. The pitch struck him out. Good morning, good afternoon, and the 0-2 on the inside corner is good night. The Yankees will win this one 7-5. And so Goose Gossage blew the save, but got the win. He went inning and 2/3, allowed a hit, and 3 strikeouts. And Nettles, his 2-run homer in the bottom of the 8th, after the Orioles tied the game at 5, give the Yankees a 7-5 win. 5 runs, 6 hits, an error for Baltimore. The Yankees 7 runs, thank you, sir. 11 hits and no errors. So Palmer just was roughed up. He threw 140 pitches in 5 2/3 innings. Nope, Gossage got the win because Gossage blew the save. And so the Goose goes to 6-5. Nettles 2 for 3 with a home run, and that'll do. So tomorrow morning, 11:30. We let chat kind of go down the rabbit hole here. So 11:30 tomorrow for more baseball for you, doubleheader, Phillies, Pirates, and then we'll move up Monday and Tuesday to play on Thursday and Friday. 11th, it's a doubleheader. It's the second doubleheader between the Phillies and the Pirates, because that one is as big as you can get. Little Bunny Foo-Foo. That's little Latin loop-de-loop. All right, so doubleheader tomorrow and the rest of the day in baseball for Sunday, and then Thursday and Friday we'll play Monday and Tuesday. Have yourself a wonderful day, everybody. Take care, and goodbye.